Hello, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. And today we're looking at compounding and how to solve for the future value. So today we're working with compound interest. This is the type of interest you would get if you are saving money in a bank, or the type of interest you have for a car or a home loan. So what I'm going to do is show you how to solve for compound interest and a future value. So there's a couple of notes I need you to know. Alright, so this is your compound interest formula right here, okay? And it's a whole lot of letters here. And each letter is represented here. So you got A, which represents your answer, the balance after so many years. P represents the principal or the original amount. R represents the annual interest rate expressed as a decimal. That's when you get the percent and you change it to a decimal. N represents the number of times interest is compounded per year, and T represents the number of times in years. Okay, so let's say for instance you get a loan. If the loan is for 3 years, how many times is it compounded, what's the interest rate, and how much money you're borrowing are all things you need to know in order to figure out how much money you're going to end up paying at the end. All right, now, so there's something else that you need to know, you want to write down for your notes, is in the word problems you'll see annually, quarterly, and monthly. Okay, and when it says annually, your N is 1, quarterly 4, monthly 12. So that lets you know how many times it's being compounded in a year's time. So I'm going to have those shown in each problem, but both of these slides I just showed you, you want to have those right there beside you so you know what to do when you get ready to solve the problem. So let's take a look at our first problem here. Alright, let's shrink this in here. Alright, so Lucy invests $19,000 in an account paying an interest rate of 3% compounding annually. Assume no deposits or withdrawals are made. How much money to the nearest $100 will be in the account after 8 years? So this is what you want to do. It's real easy if you lay out everything you need, and you won't need A, you just need the P, the R, the T, and the N. Let's lay that out and write down each number for everything it is. So P is the number that we start with here. And I'm going to do that one in black. So that's 19,000. Okay, R is the interest rate, 3%, but I'm going to move the decimal 2 places to the left, so that's 0.03. T is the time, change colors, in 8 years. And let's see, annually is how many times it's compounded every year. So you see how I got all those numbers there. Now all I got to do is take all of this and plug it into the formula. So I have, I plug in A is equal to, and that's the answer. And go plug in 19,000 times 1, and I'm running out of space here. Matter of fact, let's do this. Alright, A is equal to the principal, 19,000, times 1, plus the rate, 0.03, over N, which is 1, raised to the N, 1, times T, which is 8. Alright, once you do that, there's no algebra to solve anything. You just type it in the calculator here. And down here, I've got the Delta Math calculator laying right here. Okay? And just showing you how to type it in. You got the 19,000. You're going to hit the parentheses right here. You're going to hit plus. When you hit the 0.03, you're going to hit divide. And then it'll pop up the fraction. Put your 1, close parentheses. Then hit this button here, this A, raised to the B here, so that way you can go ahead and raise it up, and then you can type 1 times 8. Alright, then tab over, and then hit enter, and it'll get you your answer right here, and I'm going to zoom in on that. So you got this number as your answer. So then after that, all you have to do is round to the nearest hundred, not hundredth, hundred. So let me show you that too. 100. So pay close attention to what it says. Okay, 100. So that means I'm gonna come here and go over to this 0. Zoom in. That's the number. Well, you can't really see that at all. So, but it's the 0, and the 6 is 5 or more. So I raise the score. So that's gonna make it 2, 4, 1, 0, 0, and decimal as my answer. So that's 24,100. Round to the nearest hundred. Okay, so this is annual. So I'm going to give you a problem here and see if you can solve this one. Alright, so this is what we got here. You should get 23,800. Notice how I have my principal here, my interest rate, the time in years, and the annual, the number of times it's being compounded. Then I plug each one of those into the formula and just type it into the calculator. And since it says round to the nearest hundred, I'm rounding here. I bet 7 comes up, and I got 23,800. Okay, so that's it for this video, but that's not it for compound interest. So what I'm gonna do is have a part 2 to this video, so stay tuned for that. But for now, thanks for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.